what is up, Rs gaming viewers? In today's video, I am creating the perfect reload loophole. The other day I was playing reload and I thought it'd be fun to create a reload loophole. So that's what I'm doing. Let's get into it. Alright, let's just start off the bat strong with our shotguns. Shotguns are very important. They're very important in Fortnite. They are kind of one of the key elements, and one of the most loved shotguns of all time has to be the pump. So, pump, you gotta go there. Next, another one of the most loved shotguns is the Havoc. Everyone loves the Havoc, except for zero build players, and I bring this up because the perfect loot pool has to be balanced between build and zero build. So don't worry, I'll be giving all you zero build players some good weapons too. Next, we are going to do, continue with the build theme. One of my personal favorites, the hammer shotgun. I don't know why, but this has just been one of my favorites for like a long time. Next, we're going to add the thunder shotgun, another goated shotgun. And that's it for our build shotguns. Next, we're going to do zero build shotguns, tac, and twin auto. Pretty simple. Next, we're going to go to our ARs, which took me a little more thought, but I'm definitely happy with what I picked. I picked the Hammer Assault Rifle, another one of my personal favorites, the Red Eye Assault Rifle, the Striker Burst, good gun, the regular Assault Rifle, because you gotta respawn with something. Oh, yeah, let's put that there. That's one of my favorites. I want that there. Yeah. While I'm messing around with this, I shouldn't do that. Deadeye, that's from this chapter. Goated weapon. Really, just a goated weapon all around. The last one I had is the Striker AR. It was, pretty balanced, but still good AR. So, I'm gonna go with that. SMGs was a little hard, but I'm confident in the Thunderburst SMG. Don't do me wrong. Twin Mag SMG, Flex SMG, and did I have another SMG? No, I did not have another SMG. Yeah, SMGs I didn't really know what to put, but I feel like that's decent selection. Some of the best. Movement, shockwaves, grappler. Gotta add our crash pads. Now we get into like Nitro Fist. I kind of liked Nitro Fist. You could spam with them a little bit, but all in all, I felt like they were a fun item. The kinetic blades were a W item. I feel like a lot of people liked them. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people like the kinetic blades. And they weren't as easy to spam with as the Typhoon Blade. That was something else for Fortnite. Next, heals. We're gonna go with minis. Let's keep it like keep it normal. Minis, big pots. We're gonna want minis, big pots. Med kits, very important. Then for slurps, I didn't want to add like I like the purple slurps, not the legendary slurps, because those ones are a little OP. So I think the purple slurps, makes it a little balanced. Coming to stack size of 3 maybe Fortnite, I don't know. This isn't gonna be a real loot pool, so. Next, chug jugs and chug splashes, just for the chug jug, because you gotta have a chug jug. And chug splashes, because I feel like a lot of people really like chug splashes. The Flowberry Fizz is another really strong item, also can be used for movement, so I feel like that deserves a spot there. Med Mist, I really feel like isn't put in enough loot pools. I feel like there needs to be more use of the Med Mist, because it's just it's a good med item. You can move while using it. It's just really fun, good. And then the Flowberry Mist Grenade, because good item. Next, I should stop saying I'm not. You can't even answer in the comments. Save me the trouble, people. Alright, snipers. I just went dove right into this with the Reaper sniper, the heavy sniper goes down here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. And the bolt action sniper. You will notice this category says snipers and pistols. That's because there are snipers and pistols. Yep, that's right. That's right, people. We're doing pistols too. Mammoth pistol. If the mammoth pistol wasn't in the loot pool, it would not be. It would not be the perfect loot pool. Hands down. Now the burst pistol, I forget what it's called, but goated pistol, if you're gonna carry a pistol, carry that one. The silence pistol over here, very goated pistol, one of my favorites, you know. Maybe not practical to use in every situation, but still fun. This pistol, the tactical pistol, I think it's called. You know, it's just a generic pistol. You know, you kind of, it's, makes sense to put it there. Kind of feels right. And then the dual pistols. No one ever talks about these. No one ever uses these, but I love the dual pistols. And don't worry, we'll get to the exotic dual pistols. Those ones are really fun. Alright, now we're at mythics and exotics. So we're just going to jump in right here with the dev chests. Both of these dev chests deserve to be here. These are both goated dev chests. Now I was going to find the heisted dev chest, but I couldn't find an image of that. So just pretend the heisted dev chest, just like right there. Oof. I actually did forget something earlier. The Chapter 5 drum gun is something I put under SMGs just because I thought, that's a good SMG. I did forget that, so forgive me. Forgive me, guys. Yeah, it goes right there. Yeah, that's our SMGs. Sorry, I just had to fix that. Alright, mythics and exotics. After we got those dev chests, we gotta go enhanced havoc, overclocked pulse rifle. There's actually an exotic pulse rifle that wasn't very good. No one ever talks about. Not gonna be in here because it wasn't very good. The both versions of the Midas drum gun, because they feel right. The mythic wrecker, very very good gun. I love the mythic wrecker. Mythic wrecker and mythic havoc though, if you can find both of them, insane combo. Both the exotic and mythic mammoth pistols. The mythic MK, because it wouldn't be complete without it. Mythic Stinger SMG, because I feel that is a good one to put there. Hits Shockwave Launcher, another W mythic. The Nitro Fists, I forget what those mythics are called. Then the Hop Rock Dualies, one of my first favorite guns. The first gun I really liked. For all the Zero Build players, Mythic Tack from the Simpsons season, Shockwave Hammer, the Mythic Grappler, and the other Mythic Grappler, Jules Grappler and Skies Grappler. This tier list will be on Tier Buddy, so if you guys want to comment down below right here any other items you want me to add, just go head over to Tier Buddy, look up Reload, you should get it. Thank you so much, and have an amazing rest of your day.